Hello and welcome back to Man v Film. It's time to delve into one of my favourite sub-labels of any film boutique, and that is the Italian collection from 88 Films. Absolutely adore, as you can see behind me here. And the latest one is Tentacles from 1977. A one that was, I can't say I was eager to check it out. I do love Jaws and Jaws rip-offs, and there was a lot of Italian rip-offs of this. Some decent, a lot not so much. So I wasn't sure what we were going to get with Tentacles, but I was surprised going into this one just how much I enjoyed it. And yes, it is a complete blatant rip-off of Jaws, but it didn't matter. There was a sense of fun with this one that I really enjoyed, and I think that's set up at the start of it, where we literally see a baby devoured.
Oh, no, Billy!
That's the opening kill of this one. You know, how can we one up a damsel in distress? Well, let's just have our octopus eat a baby straight from its pushchair. It is a bold opening, letting you know that no one is really safe here. We already know it's you know, on the film, Tentacles, giant octopus. We know what's coming here. It's just about letting everybody catch up with it. And what I really loved here is Shelley Winters and John Huston, who are playing an elderly brother and sister who have their own kind of lifestyles, but of course it's all going to diverge on this story of a giant octopus.
What do you mean candy, little brother? This isn't candy, it's passion.
And whom did you seduce last night?
These guys are fantastic. They are terrific, and they add a great deal of gravitas and weight to the film. It was their performances that really drew me in. Now, they're not doing anything out of the norm, but when you've got just a great actor doing their thing, it shows on film and it comes across here. And I did like a lot of the octopus stuff, and how they do it. You know, they use the editing wisely. They do show us the octopus, but not within relation to any other kind of objects, which it doesn't sound as bad as I'm making out. It was rather well done. There is one moment where we are using miniatures, which isn't in the Margheriti style, so it's not as clean as that. It's kind of novel and fun, and I feel that, you know, even though it's practical and they're trying something, and you can tell it's miniatures, there's still something interesting about that way they've shot it and how it looks and the way they've mixed the audio with it. At the heart, it's a giant octopus eating people. There's a backstory about a corporation who's digging a tunnel that may have released some sort of chemicals that's mutated an octopus. Maybe they've just let some giant prehistoric octopus loose. Doesn't matter. We have our heroes. We have the situation of the octopus. We have a couple of heroes who have a couple of killer whales that come into it later on, which is fantastic. And I was really surprised by this one because all I kept reading was boring, takes too long, doesn't get there quick enough. And I don't know if it's just because I've got such a love for Jaws and Jaws rip-offs that I was able to stay with this one and enjoy it. Even when you get prolonged sequences like the two boys who sign up for a sailing gala, they're going out for a competition, you know what's going to happen, and you're just waiting to get there. It seems to take forever. It's building that tension or teasing us with the tension a little bit, and when it gets to that sequence, it's really kind of fun. And that's what I thought about the whole of this film. I enjoyed it more than I was expecting to. Now, I don't know if it was because my expectations were so low because of some of the comments I had seen, or whether this just hit everything that I was needing at that time. But I really enjoyed sitting down and watching Tentacles, spending time with John Huston, Shelley Winters, Bo Hopkins, a bunch of the other cast, seeing people being picked off, trying to guess who was going to be next. Seeing that wonderful finale with the two killer whales helping our heroes. There's so much fun to be had here. But I seem to be the one person that had fun with this one. I like Tentacles a lot. Let's jump into the disc. We'll have a look at some of the extras. So here we are in the disc for Tentacles. Let's go to the special features. We'll see an audio commentary with Italian cinema experts Troy Howarth, Nathaniel Thompson and Eugenio Ercolani. It's a trifecta of amazing talent there. We have an Italian Irwin Allen, an interview with Ovidio G. Assonitis, which is 27 minutes 54, taking inspiration from Jaws here, and talking about various anecdotes about the production and why he did certain things. We have Barrett and Hellman, an interview with Roberto De Torre, 21 minutes 37 seconds, talking about how he kind of co-directed the film, how the underwater stuff was done in Italy, all the main actors were done in the US, how Ovenitis freaked out when he saw the expense report from the Italians and they had to sack them all when he saw the dailies. From Rome to California, we have an interview with Nicoletta Ercoli, which is 40 minutes 49. She's kind of talking about how she felt out of her depth a little bit, breaking down in front of John Huston, how she was kind of took the job. She'd just been divorced and was kind of fleeing Italy for a little while. Next we have From the Crypt, an interview with Luigi Cosi, which is literally filmed in a crypt. It's 20 minutes and 1 second, and he's talking about the Italian emulating American movies, and it runs through various genres and why they were doing it, why it was such a quick success, why it became such a great business model. It's a wonderful extra, my favourite in the disc. Passeri Land, an interview with Alvaro Passeri, is 1 hour and 25 seconds. We've got some clips from his YouTube channel, big interview here, talking about effects, his career, some of the big names that he worked with. It's a terrific extra. We also have the English titles, which is 4 minutes 31. We have the theatrical trailer, which is 1 minute 1 second, and the stills gallery as well. And that's the contents for Tentacles. Within the box as well is also a poster featuring the new art and the old art as well. There we have it, Tentacles. I will give it a cautious recommendation, simply because of what everyone else says. I enjoyed it. I would go back to this one again happily. Thought it was a lot of fun, but there are mixed opinions out there, and I would love to know your opinion. So let me know in the comment box whether you loved it like me, whether you hated it like everybody else, or whether you just found it boring and average. Either way, drop your comment below and let other people get a variety of opinions. There is more content up here. We can see more of my stuff if you are so inclined to watch it. In the description box below are links to the Patreon membership program and manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.